Hello, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining me. It is outstanding to have you. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie. We are live once again with massively overpowered OPTV, and it sounds busier than normal because it is. This is Final Fantasy XIV. This is the 10th anniversary of the game, and of course, and as always, I have to be joined for a Orzia Sunday with my magnificent husband, Welsh Fox. Hello, Will.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing today?
So yeah, an auspicious occasion. Not only because
Yes.
the fact that it's the 10th anniversary, we actually
No.
are for once doing the event bang on the moment it goes live. That almost never happens.
That's like, I'm not gonna lie. I've been quite excited for this one.
Yes, for sure. Now the Rising event and most of the events in Final Fantasy XIV are pretty quiet, low-stated, and generally short affairs. I don't
Yes.
expect this one to be too much longer. However, it also is a. It seems like there's a lot more going on this time around, and why not? 10 years is that's a achievement for MMORPGs in general. Like, just
It
it's
really
huge.
is.
It's like little Lala hugs from Jackie Boy. Hey, thank you, Jack.
Bye. Good
Yeah,
night, Toaster.
it actually is longer. Outstanding. You know, that's
Oh,
perfect. That's
yes.
that's good to know. It's like this only comes around one time, right? You know,
Yeah.
so it's important to mark it and celebrate it, and it's I'm delighted to be here, truly.
I I was kind of half contemplating on whether wearing this attire or wearing basically the attire I started in when I played Final Fantasy XIV a good couple of years ago. I'm kind of contemplating which is better to have on this occasion.
I mean, I appreciate the idea of being in your starter slash racial gear, so I get it.
Yeah, so I can wear this lovely attire that the Makotes walked into this world in, and yeah, I quite like it. I think for this occasion, yes.
All things considered, yeah, I appreciate the line of thinking here for sure. Uh,
Yeah,
It's because there's a Lala near the Laurel Flames headquarters with the second quest chain this year. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, there's some second quest chain. There's some additional messages and things like that. It's it's a big deal, and you know, and I don't know if anybody watching saw this. I didn't watch the whole stream, but they had like a live fireworks thing, and like
mm.
they had these drones with like bright LEDs that were like arranging themselves into incredible looking shapes.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It
It
was
really was.
incredible. It's truly, truly incredible.
Ah,
Uh, World of Warcraft looking for Lonely to 14. Why doesn't Yoshi P let us have two anniversary quests? You know what? Not it's one game doesn't get uplifted by punching down on the other one. All right. For first of all, secondly, this is the 14 anniversary. This is what it's about.
yes.
And my mic is falling down. Excuse me a second.
Well, good. I'll just do the noise in the background. But yeah, this, as Chris has said, this is an event in which can only come once in a lifetime within any game franchise, and for it to occur on Final Fantasy XIV, 10 years since. Is it like 10 years altogether with version 1, or
10 years
is
for a Realm Reborn, technically.
for Realm Reborn? Yeah. Alright, so to see it now that it has made itself 10 years old with what it has gone through beforehand is an absolute achievement to see, and everyone involved with this game, from the programmers, the composers, and even the director itself, this is one hell of achievement to receive in this world.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's kudos to Yoshi P, and he gets a lot of the credit, which fair. I mean, he steered the ship out of the doldrums that 1.0 was,
Oh yes.
but yes, full marks to all of the developers associated with the project, past and present, and
Yes.
like I'm delighted and honored to be among the people who play and celebrate this game. Truly,
Yep.
it's
And one more time, a big thank you very much for that.
yes.
It,
All right.
He
So
deserves
I
the respect for
believe
that.
that is enough preamble. Let's get this quest underway, shall we?
Yes, so I believe we need to speak with Kippy Chakwa.
Right. Uh, yeah.
So the and I'll let you do the honors. Yep, siblings rising. That's the name of the event we have here.
Oh yes, there she is. Okay.
Yep.
Look at this. Look at the sparklers. I'm happy to see all the fireworks and stuff come back again. It's pretty awesome. And the fact that there are so many people here, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm stopping the quest, but well, first of all, you have answers lilting quietly in the background, but look at all the people here, man.
This is amazing. This is wonderful and joyous.
It's a big deal.
And
I love it.
I would strongly say, if you haven't already, get your butts down to Uldar, join in the festivities, and just enjoy this event. It is. They
I'm
always outdo
impressed.
themselves.
I
They
am
do
very
outdo
impressed with
themselves.
how busy it is. I love to see it. I mean, that's okay. All right, so Kipajakya is looking a worried sister. All right.
Oh dear.
Oh, if it isn't dancing, it's always a pleasure, my friend. And how fortuitous that she'd appear now, just when I'm in need of help. Again, please hear me out. You see, my brother recently wrote saying that he wished to meet me in Wulda during the Rising celebration. However, the appointed hour has come and gone, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him. I've checked all the likely places in the city to no avail, and I'm beginning to worry. If isn't too much trouble, may I ask you to help me find him? Nod.
Maybe.
I'm in your debt. Now, my brother is a youth of 16 by the name of Nagi. He recently became an adventurer, something he had aspired to since he was little. Being an adventurer yourself, perhaps you know of him, if not cross paths? We met at the previous Rising, I believe.
We did. Wow.
Summer event thingy was a minimum level 30. Is there a minimum to this one? 15?
I think 15. I believe.
I am afraid I didn't catch what the level was for the quest to start with, so I apologize. Give me a minute. Let me read through this text, and I'll get the journal back up on screen. Not only did you meet him, you helped him on his way. You say, amazing coincidence. That being said, it doesn't necessarily mean you would know where he is now. If he isn't in the city, though, chances are he went outside on some business. To begin with, I propose to split up and make inquiries in case someone has seen him. You can focus on this area. I shall speak with those in the quicksand. Afterwards, let us reconvene by the entrance of the tavern. It's 15. Okay, there you go. Toaster was confirmed, and yeah, it is indeed level 15.
Yes.
So, all right. So anyway, time to go play hide and seek.
The fun adventures of Scooby-Doo. First one here with
Midlander Rising Attendant.
All right, after you.
Greetings, adventurer. How may I assist you? Oh, Nagi. I understand he is doing some work for the Wandering Minstrel. Dare say his client can point you in the right direction, if you can track the man down, that is. I'm afraid I don't know his whereabouts at present. Well,
that's the first one. Where is this wandering minstrel hiding?
Who indeed is this
Where
person? We know we know who he is. We all know.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
spoilers.
Spoilers. But that's fine.
All right. Next one up is the Highland Adventurer. Something you need? Oh, Nagi, I know, the spiritual lad. Couldn't say where he is now, but last time I saw him, he mentioned taking on some delivery work. He's a curious one, he is. Gets along with everyone well enough, but doesn't seem to like working in a team. With what talk of bandits prowling the road of late, I can't help but worry. Oh dear.
Moose Belly. That's a fantastic Rogadin name. I'm sorry. I got distracted by the extremely large man and Moose Belly.
It's like, oh, the bandits on the road. I don't know if he's going to be safe or not. And there's Wolf just looking Moose Belly.
Moose Belly.
I'm sorry. Can I just take a moment just to take in this music as well? Once again, just hearing answers and
So, for those who were around for 1.0, every opening cutscene arrival to the main city had a moment where this version of the song, with the immense amount of reverb playing in the background, played. So, like, so not only is that like a throwback to just the game in a Realm Reborn, it's also like a throwback to the original. Like, it's
Yeah.
that's a deep cut.
I remember back in the holidays last year or so, I would always walk home in the winter where it's snowing. I'm walking home, and this song would always be on my playlist, and it would click on, and it's so wonderfully eerie to hear that as you're walking home at night when it's snowing. It's like, oh, it sent me chills, and not just the weather as well. It was just spectacular.
It's evocative. It really is.
Oh,
Like,
it really is. I would still keep it on my playlist no matter what.
Okay. Anyway, moving on to this individual, to Bran. Sorry.
Who wants to voice Bran? Me or you?
You can voice Bran.
Well, slap me silly with a harbour herring. If it isn't the adventurer who gave this Gaz a story for the ages by bringing that letter in a bottle way back when. So, what can Bran do for you this fine morn? Sounds so Yorkshire.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Oh,
Go
I
on, lean
see.
into it. Lean into it. Yeah, do it.
I see. With apologies, I haven't seen this Naggy. As a matter of fact, I've been rather busy working on the upcoming piece fundraising. Now he's turned Welsh, all right?
Yeah, as I was gonna say, you went native, but that's fine. Go on ahead.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Why, just earlier I was interviewing the ever enigmatic wanderer minstrel, who's got another unusual venture in the offing. The Letter Forest, he calls it. If that piques your interest, I recommend you go and see the man. He's at the Gold Court over at the Steps of Thal. It appears Nagi is carrying out some work for the Wandering Minstrel. If you talk to the man at the Gold Court, you should be able to learn more.
Indeed.
There we are, there's your tutorial.
There's your tutorial, yes.
That's your tutorial voice.
What? Microphone, sorry.
All good. Did I also mention this music is very eerie and I love it? Oh.
Well, it's the reverb, right? You know.
Yeah, it is. I mean, hearing both versions from the game, and I think one in which was a remix version that Susan Calloway did as well, is just really nice. Alright, the Wandered Minstrel. Would you like to do the honors?
Sure. Ah, my dear friend, what a pleasant surprise this is. I trust you've been keeping well. Now then, how might this minstrel be of service? So Nagi's sister wishes to find him. Indeed, I have entrusted him with a task and have an inkling as to where he might be. As you may have heard, on the occasion of the Rising Celebration, I am hosting an exhibit called The Letter Forest. All are invited to anonymously spit letters to this forest and express their gratitude and encouragement for one another, and all may peruse the letters at their leisure. Now, in order to collect missives from outside of Ul'dah, I have dispatched a chocobo carriage. Nagi is escorting a said carriage. When he contacted me on Linkbell a while ago, he said that they had emerged from the 12's Wood on their way back to Ul'dah. Given the hour, they should have already arrived. I know not what is causing the delay, but might I trouble you look for them? I would go myself, except I am needed here at present. Nod.
Yep.
Truly grateful. In case it helps, the carriage was meant to pass through Blackbrush Station, so perhaps you should take your search to that area. Pray that nothing has befallen them. Alright, back to the quicksand we go.
Alright, Spot, it's 6 Hrothgars this stream. There's dozens of us.
Dozens! So many large kitties!
Big kitties!
Big kitty! I assume you're on a quest to find the wedding you were meant to be at. Nope, we're here to celebrate 10 years of Final Fantasy. And we're doing it by helping this individual find her brother. There you are. Were you able to learn out of Nagi? Yeah, so, he late. Escorting a carriage for the minstrel, so that is the way of it. As suggested, let us take ourselves to Blackbrush Station and try searching in the vicinity. Walk. Or run. Okay, never mind. Thought she was gonna walk, but she didn't. She ran! She ran so far away.
Oh, you want to teleport? Okay, I'll
Absolutely.
piggyback off you. Piggybacks.
Woo. Whoa, hold on a second. Yo, look at this. Look at this man.
Oh,
Hey.
la.
That's great. That is an outfit. Quixote
is
Santiago. I love that.
Oh, and that bloomin' bike and buggy mount. I'm half contemplating on picking it up myself, to be honest.
This person
Alright.
just hung right in front of my screen. I'm sorry. Dancing. No sooner did I arrive, this man came running out of breath. And I had to
You're an
voice the merchant.
adventurer.
Yeah.
Thank the 12. Yeah, I got it. It's the bandits and the Hoover and Man, so I'd say that. They've fallen on a chocobo carriage over by the clutch. The carriage only had one guard, and he was sorely outnumbered. Please, you must help him.
Ruh-roh. That has to be Nagi. With me dancing. The Fern man. It's the Fern.
Ooh, cutscene.
Indeed. Oh. It's a
God,
bunch of little Lalafell.
Oh, it's always the Lalafell.
Not always. Damn it, there's no end to them. I hadn't voiced
We
it.
have
What?
you now, you stubborn little... Am I allowed to... Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say, am I allowed to say it? But no, that's fair enough.
That's
Yeah.
fine. We'll just beat that out. It's fine. Fine, don't worry about
I'll just say the other word. You stubborn little...
Sloppy.
Thank you.
it. Enough! Leave my little brother alone, or 12 as my witness, you receive such a thrashing as you've never known. From this fearsome adventurer here, that is. I mean,
Damn it.
she's not wrong. Grr.
Yeah. Rawr.
Rawr. That's the unnamed woman! Retreat! Ah. Are you alright, Nagi? Hey, guess who it is, huh? Sister.
Hey.
And dancing too. You should be the one to come my aid. Thank you.
That's what I'm going with.
So you don't remember me? I'd hardly be expected to, I suppose. No, I remember you. I'm just messing with you. Sorry I didn't come when I said I would, sister. Rest assured, I'm not too badly hurt. That's a relief. Take a proper look at your wounds back in the city. I must say, I was quite surprised to learn that you had met dancing. She helped me when I first arrived in Ul'dah. Registering as an adventurer to completing my first task, kindly showed me the ropes. Now, I had suspected you were a great adventurer, but sent your foes running without even drawing your weapon. It's just incredible. Still have a long way to go, embarrassing myself like I did. If I want Sister's approval, I need to grow stronger and be able to fight on my own. My approval? But first things first. Brent and I have a delivery to make for the Rising. It's a good chocobo carriage, Brent. If you'll excuse us, we'll hurry back to Ul'dah. Let us head back as well. I had a mind to pay the minstrel a visit in any case.
Oh, I skipped that by accident.
Oh, it's fine. Ah!
Yay, chocobos go quee.
Happy birds. There is an end to them, Nagi. Somewhere above the 1 meter mark.
Oh, we're back here.
We are. And
All
back
right.
to the Wandering Minstrel.
Yes.
Welcome back, my friends. Pleased am I to see that Nagi is safe and well. Rising attendants inform me that they have all the letters. With us, may we proceed with the letter forest as planned. Thank you, Nagi. I'm so sorry I'm late. You see... Were it not for dancing, there's no telling what might have become of the letters and Brent. In the end, I was utterly useless. So that is how it happened. Slap! How dare you not!
Just hits him with the harp.
As Naga's client, allow me to thank you as well for coming to his aid.
Nod.
That being said, my boy, you were far from useless. Nay, you bravely defended the carriage until help arrived. There is no need to belittle yourself so. Well, Dancy didn't need to rely on anyone. Oh, she drove out the bandits with nary more than a stern look.
Hashtag built different.
Hashtag built different. Hashtag wall. Hashtag built different. Hashtag end singer.
Hashtag never skip leg day.
Ooh. Like her, I want to be able to deal with any problem without help. Otherwise, I can't claim to be an adventurer worth his salt. That's incorrect. I literally beat things with the power of friendship. Anyway. Without help. Tell me, Nagi, all this time have you been working alone, even for dangerous tasks? That's right. A worthy adventurer doesn't rely on others. Fun to be the kind of adventurer you approve of, I must be able to handle anything by myself. Soloists. If that is what you believe, then I can't consent to you being an adventurer any longer. Return to our village and start over. Ooh.
Oh.
What? But you were so happy for me when I became an adventurer. Working so hard to succeed, to prove to you that I have what it takes. But now, you developed a grave misconception. Until you recognize what it is, I can't in good conscience approve of your calling. If you can't accept this, if you wish to remain an adventurer, then you must win me over. And it begins with pondering why you first embarked upon this path.
Because all my friends were playing it too.
Because they had a free trial with it. It's an award-winning MMORPG.
No, it's critically acclaimed.
I had to make that joke one time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one. We had
time.
to.
Just
Yeah.
once. We promise that'll be the last of it.
Yes.
All right, sister. I'll think on this. And that will soon be expanded to include Stormblood. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, in October. Yeah.
Sorry you had to see that, Dancing. Despite how it may have appeared, no one wants my brother to succeed more than I do. Succeed and be happy. After all, I know better than any how hard he works. Unless he changes his ways, however, he is like to die somewhere out there. And even if he manages to stay alive, he would only know an arduous life. That's why I didn't go out of my way to be gentle when dressing his wounds. He could just focus when it actually matters. Instead, he obsesses about gaining my approval and compares himself to others. Money! And useless XP. Or at least useless to me. What drives us? Ah, there's the Phoenix Whistle. I can't wait to try this out.
Yeah.
I am looking very forward to this. Right.
Except.
If truth be told, no matter... Why did you go Kiwi there? Accept the quest?
Right? I have no idea.
Go on, accept the quest then? Alright then. Sorry.
That was the Lalafell next to me. They say accept.
Accept the quest? Yes. Alright then.
Little Kiwi.
Little Kiwi. Little tiny Kiwi. If truth be told, no matter what Nagi wants to do, it is my intent to support him. It's his life, after all, and he's halfway there, living on a prayer, and no one else is. It's my place to interfere. Be that as it may, if he is sabotaging his own aspirations with his obsession for my approval, I can't simply stand by and watch. Loath though I am to impose until my brother has found his answer, I trouble to keep an eye on him. Fine, I'll babysit the cat. Please take it as a request from me as well. Ever has adventuring been dangerous, and it is more dangerous still for one who spurns help. Like Kippy, I do not wish for Nagi to continue on his current path. As a fellow adventurer, please help him find a better way. Thank you. Now then, on a related matter, I must pay a visit to the Weavers Guild, but I will see you again anon. You'll excuse me. Yoing. Agi set off his way, so you may find him at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Leave him in your capable friends. My friends, my hand. Wow, that was said.
But yes, go as you were saying. Let's go ahead and babysit the kitty, like you've had no trouble with that before.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean.
Meow meow.
I can't imagine what you mean. Truly. Meow meow.
Meow meow.
What are you talking about, meow meow?
That's Snarf's cousin?
Oh, it's you dancing. What is it? Come to smack me in the butt? Box me in the ears? Take out my feather and poke me in the eye with it? Oh, sorry.
Have to give me a little kiss?
Give me a little kiss, a little shove of a kiss. Is that so? Sorry, this is really something I should be doing alone. Still, it's nice to have someone to talk to. Like my sister bade me, I'm pondering why I chose to become an adventurer in the first place. Yippee has looked after me since I was no more than 10, after my parents passed away. She was already a reporter by then, and her work took her to various places. From her I heard tales about adventurers, came to admire them. Upon learning of the full extent of the impending calamity, she took us to a village in the mountains where our aunt lived. It's desperate times like these that people need stories of hope, she used to say. And I believe she had wanted to remain in Gridanion and continue her work. She left, so to keep me safe. I was a burden to her then. I don't want to be a burden to her again. For that, I need to show her that I don't need to depend on others. That I'm a capable adventurer who can handle anything by himself. Ponder as I might, I can't understand what's wrong with that. Well, when in doubt, I suppose I should do what adventurers do and gather information. It would be good, I think, to speak with people like my sister. People who aren't adventurers, but are familiar with them. No doubt would fit that description. I mean, I would definitely kind of lean towards, the Adventurers Guild itself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Go and speak to people there.
Of course. Who else but Miss Momodi? Her capacity as guild representative, she's bound to have some valuable insights. Seek her out at once. Yoing. Yes. Talk to the Lalafell lass.
Lalafellas.
Lalafellas.
Lalafellus.
Lalafellis.
Laliho.
Laliho. Coming full circle, I mean, I started in Ul'dah. Momodi was my first point of contact, so,
Same.
Makes sense. I love it.
Love. Momodi? No, wait. Oh, there we are.
I still remember when I first came here to sign up. I was a nervous wreck then, but now this place feels like a second home, and I come here all the time for crumpets. Crumpets. A little bit of clotted cream.
Oh, I can go for crumpets right now.
I'm kind of hungry myself, honestly.
I'm gonna put that on the list. Crumpets.
It makes them so springy and serve them drowning in butter and honey. Oh God, Nagi, stop it! You're gonna make my husband
Nagi.
fall over. Nagi, no, Nagi. Sorry, now isn't the time for that. Come, let's have a chat with Miss Momodi.
Nagi, there's always time for crumpets. Always time for crumpets. You crumpet.
My best friend gave me a bag of little pumpkin muffins.
Aww.
Oh, now, if it isn't dancing and Nagi, what do I have the pleasure of both of your companies today?
Crumpets.
I was hoping to get your advice on a certain matter. Blah.
I'll just sit in the corner eating crumpets.
Yeah, you will.
I would.
You totally
I would
would.
I'd destroy a whole pack of them.
You have, yes. In a matter of days, like
No shame.
no shame.
No shame.
No shaming. Misconception you developed about being an adventurer. It's an interesting one, I have to admit. As I might figure it out, I keep going around in circles. Thought you might be able to offer some insights. Nod. It's just a gut feeling, but I reckon I understand what your sister's trying to say. Tell me, Nagi, suppose you fail to get your sister's approval. You simply give up being an adventurer? Would it all become meaningless? Oh, she drop kicking him. She coming for his whole ass life. From this here counter, I have indeed seen off many an adventurer, each and every one unique, with dreams and destinations all of their own. But in spite of their differences, they all share something in common, a reason for first embarking upon their journey. Dancing, would you mind telling us why you chose the adventure in life? Crumpets.
That would have been one, but definitely only because you got me into it.
I wanted to see the world. A friend recommended to me. That's actually kind of... I kind of like how these answers all feel kind of meta a little bit, you know?
Yep, I'm going with that one. A friend recommended it to me. That's my honest opinion.
My answer is I wanted to see the world.
It's a survey!
It's a survey!
How dare!
See, I'm very like you. Keep that reason close to your heart now, you hear? And you, Nagi, what inspired you to become an adventurer? It's simple, really. I heard about adventures from my sister and became infatuated with the lives they led. Like them, I wanted to be able to see the world while helping those in need. Then isn't that enough? Sister's approval or no, you have a reason all your own. Good point. At the 12, I see now. At some point, my desire to prove myself to Kippy had displaced my own motive for being an adventurer. That's the misconception Kippy wanted me to recognize. What a fool I've been. Not quite, but you're on the right path.
Yeah.
Wanting someone's approval isn't wrong in and of itself, mind, but it's got nothing to do with why you're an adventurer. It shouldn't force you to do things that they wouldn't otherwise do, like trying to handle everything alone. Well, that's enough from me today. I've said my piece. What you do now is up to you, Nagi. Thank you for helping me realize, Mr. Momori. Think nothing of it. It's my job to watch over you all. Nothing makes me happier than to see you happy doing what you do. And not dying. Because then you spend money here. Can I have crumpets?
May I have crumpets, please?
Crumpet, please. Just one crumpet.
Nice, soft, warm, buttery crumpet. Oh, God.
Oh, no. He's talking himself into crumpet love. No. Oh, we lost him. All right. Pull up. Pull up. Ground close. Pull up. Thank you too, Dancing, for accompanying me. I skipped ahead to the word accompanying and added an extra syllable to my name. I think I know what to say to keep you now. And loath though I am to trouble you again, there's something else I'd like your help with. See, the letters we collected in Laminsa, one was from an explorer who was seeking an escort for an expedition. By now, that letter should be on display at the Gold Courts. Just show it to my sister, and I'd be grateful if you could help me find it. Come, let's join the minstrel. The Dancing 2023. Exactly.
Yep. Hop.
Hop.
Hip.
Hop.
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 Yippee!
Yahoo! Even to this day, I still hop over the dividing line between zones. It's, some things, some habits just don't change. Look at all these people just snuggling up to the minstrel. Welcome back. Dare I hope you were able to find the answer? You want to voice keep Nagi from this point?
Do you want me to voice Nagi, or did you say you wanted to voice?
Yeah,
oh,
go
yeah,
ahead.
sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes, I'm happy to say. Miss Modi helped me to come to a realization, and when I go to speak with my sister...
I see. By all means, feel free to borrow the letter. Does it have any distinguishing characteristics?
As I recall, there was a large drawing of a blue chocobo on it.
Very well. Let us all search together, more swiftly to find it.
Yay, we're letter finding.
Yay!
Woo, letter finding! Right! Oh, I can't wait for this! Ah!
Letter with a poke. There it is.
Dear not-so-new adventurer, as a traveling merchant, I've had my fair share of happy encounters, but sharing a carriage with you stands out above them all. For you see, I went on to sell veritable crate loads of the ring I gave you, and turned enough of a profit to buy my own carriage. You shared with me your adventurer's luck, and I count my blessings every day. No matter where I go, I often hear tell of your exploits. It makes me inordinately proud to have met you. Till we meet again, my friend, I pray for your continued safety and success. While the contents ring a bell, this letter wasn't written by an explorer, nor does it bear a drawing of a blue chocobo. This isn't the message you're looking for. You fail.
I've got a letter here with a shield drawing.
Alright,
Rub,
read
rub, rub, rub. I will indeed. As someone charged with the city's peace, I cannot overstate how much of a boon adventurers are to our effort. Some folk had expressed concern that an increase in drifters would see a corresponding rise in crimes, but on the contrary, they are steadily declining. Soldiers like ourselves are somewhat limited in the scope of our duties, and we are not always available to lend our citizens, excuse me, what assistance they need. Thus would I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to adventurers who step up to fill the void. While the content ring a bell, this letter wasn't written by an explorer, nor does it bear the drawing of a blue chocobo. It isn't Missive Nagi is looking for.
You fail.
I suck.
Ah, but here's something with a blue chocobo drawing.
I think this is the right one. I don't know.
Presumably. These things usually happen in threes.
Yep.
Dear adventurer, how fares your journey? Mine continues, and I wake up to the sound of birdsong and lie down to sleep beneath the moonlight as I seek unblazed trails. Long ago, when an adventurer aided me, I was made to realize how alike we are. Deep down, we are simply travelers who thrill to make new discoveries. Thus do I write this letter now, in hopes of recruiting such like-minded souls to join me on an expedition. If you would all share my desire to make the uncharted charted, then I invite you to seek me out of the drowning wench in Limsalaminsa. Eagerly do I await your coming. This is the one! Yay! Woo! Woo! Hey! Right.
Hand it back to Nagi. Hand it back to Nagi.
Cat!
There he is. No look over here so far. How about you?
Adorned with a hand-drawn picture of a chocobo, this letter invites adventurers to take part in an exploratory expedition.
A blue chocobo. Yes, yes, this is the one. All that's left then is to talk to Kipi. Do you know where she is?
She went to the Weaver's Guild, saying that she had business there. Oh, that's fine. You're good.
I got so into it. Oh, perhaps she's buying clothes. At any rate, I'll go look for her there. Thank you.
For this, too, might I trouble you to accompany Nagi? Afterwards, I ask you to tell me how events unfold. I shall await you at the Ruby Road Exchange.
Ooh. He awaits for us.
We do.
We all know what that means.
We do. But
We're
I'm
getting
looking forward
dino nuggies!
Yay! Dino Nuggets! Woo!
And crumpets. Maybe at the same time? Who knows?
Who knows? It's very possible. We could be crazy about it.
Oh, yeah.
You're here too, dancing. I must confess, I'm feeling rather nervous, so I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your Dino Nuggies.
Yay, dino nuggies!
The entire time, I'm just like envisioning you standing like just off panel, noshing on a crumpet.
Yep.
Oh dear, you came to find me. Apologies for taking so long. So, Nagi, were you able to find the answer?
Aye, to begin with, I want you to look at this. Hold on, dino nuggie.
Flips her off.
Whoop!
The Explorers and assembling export for an Wow! Whoa!
Yes.
All right, let's try that one again. Whew,
Yep,
okay.
the bird flipped your brain, all right.
Yeah, sure did. Take two. An explorer is assembling an escort for an expedition. Certainly sounds exciting. Here's the man, Heliodor Maximilian Mandeville! That was the same kind of tongue twister, man. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Crumpet.
In wanting your approval, I was determined not to rely on others, but a part of me dearly wanted to be part of the expedition, to go where I dare not set foot alone. So I've decided that I will answer the invitation.
And this means you've given up on trying to do everything alone?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to prove to you that I'm capable, that I'm no longer a burden. And in my obsession, I lost sight of why I became an adventurer in the first place. To see what lies beyond the horizon and lend a helping hand to those I meet. That's what drives me. I was able to remember this thanks to Miss Momodi and dancing.
Hey, well done.
And whether or not you approve, I want to continue adventuring for my own reason. Is that alright with you? If not, tough, I'm doing it anyway.
Oh, slap. Didn't you just say you didn't need my approval? But to be clear, I never actually intended to stop you. You remember what you once told me, Nagi, shortly before the calamity struck?
Oh crap, that's a meteor.
Holy shnikes, he's a dragon!
What's that burning smell?
Oh, young Nagi? Okay. Did you interview adventurers again today? What were they like? What kind of places have they been to?
Oh, that's really good.
Thank you.
You never...
I
You-
cause fires.
You never get sick of hearing about adventurers, do you? Get that crumpet out of your
Never.
mouth.
Forever. When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer too. That hurts my throat.
Well, that's as fine an aspiration as any. But do you know what kind of adventurer you wish to become? A hero like in the tales, perhaps?
I won't want to make glamour my endgame progress.
Well, that's a usual refrain.
Oh, no, sister, not a hero. Adventurers are free spirits, and I want to be the spirit. I want to be the free spirit of all. Oh, yes, I'll travel the world and meet lots of people, and when I visit home, you can interview me as much as you like.
I'll have so many cooties.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
many
yeah.
cooties. Sorry.
Crumpets are in my mouth again.
Oh. For that boy to spurn help for want of my approval, couldn't bear to see it. In order to bring you to your senses, I may have spoken a little stern. As an adventurer, you'll experience no small amount of hardships, but you chose your path because you wanted to be free. So don't let yourself be shackled by expectation, be it your own or that of others, and instead take things as they come. And wash your freaking hair. No. Sorry.
You can't tell me what to do.
So long as you're true to yourself and recognize your limits, you surely find a way forward. Remember, not even heroes can accomplish everything alone. Wink. Relying on others doesn't make you a lesser adventurer. For anything, the freer we are, the more we need to look out for one another. And that, I believe, is the essence, the beauty of adventuring. Wouldn't you agree, Dancing? Wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
Understood, Keepy. I won't ever forget this.
This corpse is very good. Knowing you, I expect you're preparing to answer the explorer's petition in Limbs Elemensa. You'll be taking an airship, yes?
I would, but that's called theft.
And it would... Ha 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 ha! Hey! Oh! He snorted. In which case, I should give these garments to you now. I had them made for you, thinking it was past time you had something better.
For me? Thank you so much, sister. Sorry. Friendo was giving hugs.
No, totally fine.
I must thank you too, Dancing. You're the kind of adventurer I'd admire, and I'll keep on working hard to be like you.
I couldn't have asked for a better person to watch over my little brother. I appreciate everything you've done for him and look forward to meeting you again, be it for a story or something else. Crumpets?
Yes.
Take our leave of you. Why do we always find a running gag when it comes to these things?
Yep.
I never understood.
Till next time. Such an anime thing to say. I'm out of money. I need crumpets. We'll see you next time. You see the siblings off, safe in the knowledge that all will be well. Time to rejoin the wandering minstrel and relay to him the tale's happy conclusion.
Yo, they walked up.
I would like a job to be a voice on this game. I would like a job to be a voice in this game. Please. Super please.
Super green.
Oh, yes. And we go on adventures going up the stairs. Oh, God.
The adventures up the stairs were harder than I thought.
Down the stairs.
Matinee.
Over here.
Indeed.
Alright. Speaky for the fun part.
Welcome back, my friend. Judging by your expression, I take it all as well as Nagi and Keep.
They offered me crumpets.
I see. Pleased I am to hear that. Crumpets are dope. They're slap. When we first set out on our journeys, it is usually for the simplest of reasons. Yet as we make our way, these reasons may become lost in a haze of motives, causing us to lose sight of what truly matters. In such a time, but remember what prompted us to take our first step, we will always find the strength to take the next. Nagi shall be fine, I am certain of it. My thanks for keeping an eye on him.
Okay.
These events inspired a new verse in me. A verse about the dreams of those who seek new worlds and the hopes of those who see them all. And that verse goes a little something like this. Alright, time to cry.
Oh yeah, it is.
These things usually are extremely,
Oh yeah.
personal.
And screenshot worthy.
Yes, that too.
Hmm.
So we're on an airship to begin with. Interesting.
Oh. A ghost airship.
So spooky! It's not October yet! Greetings, Warrior of Light. Oh, sorry.
Oh, do you want to do it?
No, you go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah. Yep, greeting Warriors of Light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Perhaps not. It is a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. Yoshi P, everyone.
Naoki Yoshida in-game is as close to in the flesh as we're going to get without going to fandoms.
Yep. 10 years have now passed since the world was reborn from its ashes, since you set forth upon this journey. Counting things... Oh, what?
No, I had to take a screenshot there. Anyway, go on.
Oh, yeah. Countless things have happened during that time, and I've had the pleasure of meeting many an adventurer along the way. If truth be told, it hasn't always been easy. There are moments when I wonder why I must struggle so. Days when I'm tempted to cast it all aside. But in spite of this, I always manage to carry on, and it is just thanks to my wonderful comrades, and to you, our esteemed adventurers. By now, I must have been regaled with tens of thousands of your tales, You usually share them with a smile, but even when it is with a frown, you tell me that you're still enjoying yourself. Tis no exaggeration to say that I derive all of my driving force from you all. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Ours is an unending journey, and nothing would make it happier than if we would keep walking it together. As we make up your way, we promise that we will ever be at your side, matching you step for step. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Much time has passed since the world was reborn from its ashes. Countless souls have made this place their home. Every single one has left an indelible mark upon it. Oh.
Pretty bird.
And screenshot. It really is. Together we have built this world, and it's our sincerest hope that we shall continue to do so for many years to come. So please be safe and well. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Heck yeah! Sorry, bird.
Oh.
Happiest bird. Ow, oh.
No, you were right. That got me teary-eyed there.
That was really, really lovely. Good read, too, by the way.
Oh, thank
Well
you.
done.
Back to you.
Dare say Nagi is aboard the airship by now. Pray that he and Kipi will find happiness upon their respective paths. I hope you do as well, my friend. If you would lend me an ear, I would dedicate these verses to your future. Strum.
The devil went down to Georgia. Da-da-da-da-da.
By morning light, the journey starts, a thrill of hope within our hearts. On westerly wind to river song, into the world where we belong. This opening music, man, called another callback. Of fields of white and azure sky, sunset storm a crimson fire. Jewels aglitter on pitch black veil, a new day dawns, so goes the tale. Innocent catboy goes to Limsa, is never seen again. By eternal wind we carry on, boldly towards a golden morn, with memories as a guiding star, shining our steps both near and far. That's a slant rhyme, kids. Don't get angry at it.
And to close this out, yep.
Always with that. Yeah, every single time. Where you will go, whom you will meet, what you will see, there is no telling what the future holds for anyone. Yet come what may, I bid you never forget this. The bonds you forge, the memories you make, and the footprints you leave behind, they shall one day spur you forward. So pray, continue walking your own path. Wherever your journey leads, I shall be praying for your happiness. Nod.
Oh, that made me teary there.
That's lovely.
And all the pretty fireworks. Hey!
Hey! That was wonderful.
That was beautiful. Oh.
I always absorb these messages as from the fourth wall here.
Oh, with memories shared, yeah, all our own, as we brave frontiers unknown. Thank you for 10 years. Oh.
And there's like a direct message as opposed to the implied meta message. That's wonderful.
Yep.
That was wonderful. That was really, really lovely.
And
you now have access to the letter forest to the Gold Court. Speak with the tender station there to read the letters. Additionally, you have also unlocked the Kupo Kupo Adventure minigame on the Steps of Nald. Speak with Nora at the Ruby Road Exchange of Bank. This, along with other minigames, may also be played in the opening and toy chest in any.
Woo! Woo! A decade of adventure.
Yeah.
But now we have.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. These always get to me, but I think the 10th one really did a number.
Alright, so there's a quest over here called Remembering the Past.
I'm back to wearing my original attire now. Well, for that moment, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. That was definitely appropriate considering. So this one, I believe, is level 50, it looks like.
Oh, level 50?
Yes. But it
Oh.
also is quest synced, so it actually, like, dives down. Yeah, it's one of those sync quests. So even if you're not level 50, you can... But I don't know if there's any, like, other restrictions. But any event.
Yeah. Who wants to be Nananji?
I'll be Nananji.
Go for it.
Determined set of your jaw, dynamic presence, as if you're ever ready to leap into action. It's no mistake. You're an adventurer and a dependable one at that. Tell me, are you familiar with the name Louis Soir Lavalier?
Oh.
Never heard of him.
No.
Of course I am.
Of course, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Spoiler warning.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Forgive me my suddenness. I'm Nananji Nanonji, a budding writer, and I seek to pen a biography of the Great. In particular, I wish to cover his movements leading up to the Calamity, and to that end, I have requested an interview with the Immortal Flames. The Seer of the Eorzean Alliance is a tactician, you see, so there ought to be someone in the Order who had dealings with him. And while my request has thankfully been accepted, there's just one problem. I don't have much experience conducting interviews, and I'm worried whether I'll be able to do a proper job. As an adventurer, you're doubtless used to dealing with people. Thus, I would like to ask you to accompany me in the capacity of an assistant. It would be tremendously reassuring to simply have you watching on. And if you're amenable, afterwards, I'd like to interview you as well for your own impressions. For your troubles, I'll be certain to credit you as a collaborator. So please, won't you help me with my biography, that the memories of the Calamity might be preserved for future generations? Nod.
Yes.
I'm in your debt. To begin with, please come with me to Camp Drybone to Eastern Thanalan. It's a place I'd like to visit ahead of the interview.
Sorry, I'm looking at this red mage just next to us. They look dapper.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this little one right here. A dapper little red mage.
That's a good red mage, and it's the classic artifact armor too. So you know, I dig it.
Yes.
That's quality. All right, to Camp Drybone.
Up, and I'm also gonna unlock my Phoenix Whistle.
You know what? That's a good idea actually. Go ahead and get that done. Yep.
And Drybone, you said, correct?
Camp Drybone. Yep. Off to Camp Drybone! Hello?
Oh no.
Hello? Slew. There you are. To explain why we're here. Oh, but I've never asked your name. How am I supposed to credit you if I don't even know that much? Dancing Moonlight, or simply Moon, if you wish. Dancing Moonlight. The Dancing Moonlight, champion of Eorzea! Small wonder I thought you were dependable. One such as you helping me, everything will surely go well. But getting back to business. The interview I've arranged with is an officer of the Immortal Flames. As there's still time, however, I thought we'd pay a visit to the nearby graveyard first, so I can explain my motivation for the biography.
Cutscene time.
Cutscene time! Come from a small village near the Carcino Flats. It was burned down in the Calamity, and those who died were laid to rest here. My parents among them.
Oh boy.
It's hardly an uncommon tale. After the dread primal emerged from Dalamud, he unleashed fiery devastation across the length and breadth of Eorzea. But as much as the Calamity has scarred the realm, it is quickly becoming just another event in the history books. Beyond occasionally giving thanks to the Archons that Eorzea was saved, people spared little thought. But when you've lost so many loved ones, it's hard to feel that anything was saved. That's why I wish to know more about Louis Soir. By learning about his part in Eorzea's salvation, I hope that I will attain closure. That's my motivation for writing the biography. It's not a bad one. Now then, in preparation for the interview, let's review what is known about our subject. It's difficult to define exactly when the Seventh Umbral Calamity was set in motion. Many historians, however, point to the Empire's meteor button, sought to bring Dalamud down upon Eorzea. History lesson!
Yes.
It was the year 1562, the Sixth Astral Era. Seeking to combat the Imperial threat, Louisoix founded the Circle of Knowing, an order whose objective was the preservation of Eorzea. Through its members, the Archons of Charlian, the Circle worked to unite the nations of Eorzea in common cause. The result was the formation of the Grand Companies of the three city-states, the Immortal Flames, the Order of the Twin Adder, and the Maelstrom. None of these would exist now were it not for their efforts.
I want these posters.
Right?
They look nice.
And then, in the year 1572, when the situation was coming to a head, Louisoix himself made the journey to Eorzea in secret and engaged with the nations. What took place during that time? What I seek to learn in the interview. The man we're due to meet is the contact for the Free Brigade, a unit formed of adventurers. He apparently had Louisoix's assistance from it. The meeting place is Highbridge, to the northeast. It's more or less time now, so let's make our way. On our precious new birds!
Yeah.
Precious
quick
new
easy.
birds!
Plug in my bike for a second. 2 seconds.
Yep, no worries. While he does that, I need to be sure that the music playing when mounted is applied, because something tells me that there is a special song for this particular mount.
Okay. Ooh.
Screeching about Tenzin while flying around is optional.
Wrong Phoenix.
Wrong Phoenix. Wrong bird.
Alright, I've got my bird ready.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm getting my bird. Created as a token of gratitude for the Warrior of Light, this majestic familiar assumes the likeness of the Phoenix, an immortal bird of legend. Upon death, the creature is said to rise again from its own ashes, on account of which it is a revered symbol of rebirth. Fires of Ifrit, nay, the Phoenix, have taken up residence in my heart, where they will continue to burn forevermore. Hey, you. Alright. Alright, let us bird up.
Oh.
Whoa. And, of course, we have this special button. So...
Oh.
Dope! That's gorgeous! I love that! Man.
And the music in question is...
It's the old login music. Or like the old like the very, very first song that played when you were in front of the Mother Crystal.
Hmm.
Nice.
See, I thought it would have been the other Answers one that was on a certain trial that you had to do. But,
No, this is, call back to
Fitting.
the very, very beginning. So yeah, this makes sense.
I see so many burbs.
Of course you see so many burbs. This is an incredible mount. I love it.
Ah.
It's gorgeous. Look at this thing.
The funny thing is, I'm looking at it now. I don't see us riding the bird. We are the bird.
We are the bird. Yeah, you transform into the bird. We're not... This isn't a mount. This is a straight-up transformation. Ah, that's so good.
Magnificent.
Good stuff. Oops, wrong one. Cutscene. Excuse me. I think you'll voice this individual, yeah?
See.
Right.
You're the ones who seek an interview. I must say, I wasn't expecting to see the champion of Eorzea.
I'm Nanaji Nonoji. Well, gosh, that's gonna be hard to say all the time. The writer who made the request, and dancing is kindly accompanying me for the interview. Can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy schedule to humor me.
Come now, no need for the thanks. Like everyone, I hold Louisoix in the highest esteem. If you wish to know about him, Hull and Aubrey is always glad to oblige.
Wow.
Hi. Salute.
Without further ado, then, let's begin. My understanding is you had dealings with Louis Schwab. Could you please tell me the details?
As you know, our grand companies were formed thanks to the Circle of Knowing, but it wasn't until Dalman began turning red that Louis Suave first appeared. Began with the word that an elderly Ellison man had come to Gridania and held the key to vanquishing primals. Upon learning of this, I sent an adventurer of the Free Brigade to make contact with him. I later learned that the Maelstrom and the Order of Twin Adder had done the very same. At that time, our companies weren't yet collaborating. Each one only thought to stay ahead of the others. If truth be told, at first we didn't think much of Louis Soir, only that he was the leader of the scholars who studied peculiar prophecies. But when the adventurer returned back, or reported back, our opinion on the man completely changed. Ah, Louis Soir. With his spellcraft, Louis Soir had opened the way into Ifrit's domain, and by the hand of dauntless adventurers, the Lord of Inferno was brought low. Alas, many defeats preceded that victory. It was reported that countless charred corpses lay strewed in the bowels of Ember. Now the mission also yielded a shocking revelation. Following the battle... How do I pronounce that?
Legatus Nail Vandarnus of the 7th Imperial Legion.
Imperial Legion appeared and told the adventurer that the hour of reckoning was at hand. That Dalman would soon fall and cleanse the land. That was when we realized that the Empire was behind the Red Moon's anomaly.
They're literally recalling the MSQ 1.0.
Yep.
So thanks to Louis Soir, you came to be aware of the Meteor Project. Still, it doesn't seem like you had much to act upon.
My question is, where the hell did you get a quill that big?
It's a big quill.
Where did you pull that from?
Package.
As you say, afterwards we scrambled to learn what we could about the project. For a blessing, we had the cooperation of the Gallian defector, Sid Garland, whom you know well. He revealed the details of the project, that it utilized a transmission tower to pluck Dalman from the heavens, all for the purpose of purging us savages from the realm. I could continue telling you what I know, but from this point on, there is someone better suited than I am. If you're interested, I would be glad to introduce you to this individual. What say you?
Huh, now we'd be keen to speak with this person indeed.
Very well. I will send word to the Adder's Nest. If you could take yourselves to Apcalo Falls, word to say rambling, I will arrange for a meeting there.
I believe that is how you pronounce that. I'm not sure myself.
Nailed it.
Slam dunk. Go to such lengths to help us. Can't say how grateful I am.
You can pay me in crumpets. I hear that's the trend going around. But do not mention it. As I said, I hold Louis Soir in the highest esteem. He was the one who brought the three nations together, and nothing would please me more than for him to be remembered. Well, it's past time I return to Uldar. I pray that the coming interview bears you fruit. For me, crumpets. Delicious crumpets.
I hope it bears you fruit. Jam to spread on the crumpets.
oh, stomach stop it.
I know. I had the snack, but I'm still hungry.
Do they have crumpets in Walmart?
I don't know. The lieutenant certainly has great respect for Louis Soir. And thanks to him, we have another promising interview. Come, let's head to Gridania, where the Archon is sojourned. Is Jamie hungry? I think Jamie might be hungry. Yes, we are both hungry. Jamie and Wolfie are both hungry. Fox and Wolf need food badly.
I know, I'm curious to see.
What?
Checking Walmart. I mean, there's crumpet holders and stuff.
Crumpet holders.
The British corner shop has Marks and Spencer's crumpets. Ooh, the fancy ones.
M&S crumpets. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, my.
that will be my next pay. I will be looking at the British Corner shop again.
Of course you will. Alright, so the nearest aetheryte to Apcata Falls would be from Miketo's Amphitheater.
And heck, when the holidays come around, I'm getting those chalky tins.
Chalky tins!
Oh.
Yes,
Good
we
thing I'm
might need to
charging
get
up
some
the mic.
food after we're done here.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea. But in the meantime, we have a little bit of a quest to do. This is running longer than usual, so apologies for
Hey,
that.
it's worth it, and especially for us getting a Phoenix mount. Heck yes.
Phoenix Mount is beautiful, I love it.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So this is Apcata Falls. The conspicuous lack of the creatures aside, it's quite a beautiful place. Now then, the person we're to meet should be along shortly. In a cutscene.
In a cutscene, we're
In a
gonna meet a
cutscene,
friend in a
cutscene.
kid scene.
Cutscene. Care to voice this one as well?
Yeah, okay. I'll voice all the guards.
Fair enough.
I was told there was those who wished to learn about Louis Soir, and who should be one of them but the champion of Eorzea. Well met. I'm Lieutenant Cyro Falk of the Order of the Twin Adders. Not the Black Adders, although they have cunning plans.
References.
Hmm.
Anaji Nonoji, at your service. Thank you for sparing the time to speak with us.
Think nothing of it. I must say, though, that Lieutenant Aubrey chose the perfect spot for the subject matter. Louis Spa spent much time in reminiscence here in the days before the calamity. We Gridanians, being somewhat reserved by nature, at first the citizens kept their distance. Oops, I tripped over. I'm good.
Oof. Ow.
But in time, people warmed to him. He patiently lent an ear to their troubles, healing hurt and offering counsel, and gradually earned their trust. To ignore the plight of those who might conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence. Louis spoke those words and lived up to them. He was the epitome of Sharlayan sage, and I recall myself being moved.
Epitome, actually. But that's that's
Epitome.
yeah, that's-
Damn. I was so close.
It's a weird word when you see it, I get it.
Yeah. Now, shortly after we had become aware of the Meteor Project, the hamlet of Quarry Mill was attacked by a primal Garuda. Both soldiers and civilians were among the casualties.
Bird.
The Order of the Twin Adder moved to vanquish the primal, but we were not alone. Through Louis Soir's meditation, we had the support of not only our sister grand companies, but capable adventurers the realm over besides. Using an artifact known as the Vortex Feather, the Archon?
Yes.
Archon?
Yes.
The Archon The Archon opened the way for a band of adventurers to sally forth into Garuda's turbulent domain, where they held the fearsome being.
Held.
Bark.
Bark. And then they ate the nuggies. And so Dino Nuggies came to be.
I'll put that on the shopping list.
Yeah.
Upon her defeat, however, the primal's dispersed ether did not return to the land. Instead, it was absorbed into the Red Moon Dalamud. And when the Empire constructed the new base in Mordona, well, the elder Seidseer saw the need to decisive action and put forth a proposal. The formal reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, which had for so long lain dormant. The initial response from the other nations was lukewarm at best. They felt that the burden to be borne by each party was excessive, and they were loath to do aught that would place them in the disadvantage against the rivals. Aha.
Nailed it.
Diddly-dee. But the revelation that the lunar transmitter had been erected in the Imperial base prompted a change of heart. The tower controlled Dalamon's descent. If it could be destroyed, then the Meteor Project would be forestalled. After after having constantly been on the back foot, our nations were motivated to join hands, that we might strike a decisive blow against the enemy. Thus was the Eosian alliance reformed, as the Circle of No One had hoped. Pistols are fun.
Pistols are fun. It's horse words.
Mm.
What if you combine the two? Wink wonk. Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe that could be a future project as we trail on to a new dawn. In the same juncture, Louis Soir was asked to join the alliance as a tactician, and in that capacity, he provided sage counsel to our heads of state.
So, although he was at first treated with wariness, Louis Soir earned our trust through his actions, and paved the way to enduring cooperation between our nations.
Indeed, were it not be for him, we would have all perished divided. We owe Louis Soir a great debt. Now then, I expect you might be interested in hearing about the operation to destroy the lunar transmitter. But for that tale, I would recommend you seek out another, a decorated soldier who actually took part in the operation. Although a hardened warrior, she is quite friendly and should be glad to regale you with her experience. Should I send her word on your behalf?
We'd be truly grateful.
Very well. If you could take yourself to Maelstrom's command in Limsa Laminsa, I shall see to it that she knows to expect you. With that, I shall take my leave. I pray that the biography is a success. Ta! Crumpet time. The rising of crumpets.
The rising of rape. Everyone has been more helpful than I dared to hope. Seems Louis Soir had quite an influence on others. Yeah, he kind of be that way, though. An interview gives us more valuable insights into his character, and I'm eager to see what we learn in the next. Come, let's head to Limsa Laminsa.
Yay, Limsa! The fun place.
Laminsa.
Limsa Laminsa, the hometown of ERP.
I actually, when the very, very first time I played this game, I chose Limsa Laminsa as my starting nation simply because, and I was a Lancer then. That's when the Lancers were back then in 1.0. But I started that in 1.0 as an Elizin simply because it was exactly the same color and the same similar style of flag design almost as Sandoria, the nation I started with in Final Fantasy XI. So, right. So, Maelstrom
To the
Command.
Aft Castle, yes.
The Aft Castle, yep. Aft Castle! There's Nananji. There it is. Maelstrom Command. Shall we then?
I hope they have crumpets.
I really love that, like,
quite nice.
I genuinely love how, like, each, like, starting city's original music is playing. That's really cool. Dancing. Never a sight for sore eyes. And you must be Nananji. Oh, wait, you're supposed to voice this for people. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
And you must be Nananji. Shouts Riki, at your service. I understand you wish to hear about the operation to destroy the lunar transmitter.
Plus, I got a mouthful of M&Ms.
Indeed. Pending a biography of the Archon Louis Soir, you see, for which I'm interviewing people who had dealings with him. I truly appreciate your time. You're very welcome. I would be glad to assist if it wasn't for a request from Lieutenant Fulk. Hi.
Hello. I salute.
Salute. Now then, to continue where he left off. Shortly after the Eorzean Alliance was formed, our scouts returned with word that the 7th Legion had activated a lunar transmitter in their fortress in Mordona. Now known as Castrum Sentry, the fortress was originally called Castrum Novum before the 14th restored and renamed it.
14.
It was in order to break through its defenses and destroy the transmitter that our three nations joined hands. We were determined to succeed. The strategy that Louis Soir proposed was elegant in its simplicity. While our main force drew the Guardians' attention with an all-out siege, an elite band of adventurers would infiltrate the castrum and make for our objective. Think.
Diddly-dee, 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 diddly-dee.
We had entrusted adventurers with ridding us of the primals, so now we entrusted them with the very fate of Eorzea. Still remember the operation as if it were yesterday. When we were met with fierce resistance, we fought more fiercely still. No matter the cost, we had to ensure that the adventurers had a chance to strike at the transmitter. And when the messenger arrived bearing word that they had succeeded, it still makes my heart sore to recall that moment of triumph. That day, we learned that, by standing together, the people of Eorzea could oppose even the might of the Empire. It is no exaggeration to say that victory paved the way for Eorzea's future. Without it, there would not have been Operation Arkham. Alas, it wasn't all glad tidings. For though we destroyed the transmitter, Nael Vendarnus appeared and claimed that he no longer needed the device to bring down Dalamud, but he himself had the power to do so. The Black Raven. So long as Vendarnus lived, the threat of destruction remained. So, branding him an enemy to all life in Eorzea, the nations of the Alliance undertook a desperate manhunt. At length, they located him in Kurthus and sent their greatest warriors to hunt him down. Leading that formidable band was the adventurer whom they called the Warrior of Light. And though no records remain of that fierce encounter, one thing is certain. At battle's conclusion, Nael Vendarnus was brought home. As you know, however, our woes did not end with the White Raven, for Louis Sois and his disciples determined that Dalamud would continue to fall. In a last-ditch bid to prevent the realm's annihilation, the Circle of Knowing issued a request to the Eorzean Alliance to secure the Cartonel Flats, where the Red Moon was expected to crash. It was no simple task, for the entirety of the 7th Legion had massed in Cartonel, but it was necessary in order to perform a ritual to stop Dalamud, a ritual that invoked the power of the 12. So it was that the Battle of Cartonel was joined, and I dare say you know how the tale continues. Where everyone shocked, the Elder Primal Bahamut emerged from Dalamud, proceeded to unleash his fury upon the realm. Aye, and though all bore witness as Louis Sois initiated the ritual, none remember what came to pass afterwards, either what happened to Bahamut, nor why the realm was reborn. The haze that afflicted memories of the calamity. People remember events prior to the moment. So, do you know if anyone was near Louis Sois during the battle? Someone who may have spoken with him? Someone was near him, I'm afraid I do not know. He was atop a rise for the ritual while I was a good distance away on the front lines. My apologies. Oh no, please don't apologize. You've shared a wealth of information I couldn't ask for. Well, if you're satisfied, then so am I. With that, I shall return to my duties. I look forward to reading the biography when it's finished.
Bye-bye.
The most infamous day in Eorzean history, when Menfina had her pupper dewormed.
Oh, scary days.
Now I have a grasp of events leading up to the calamity, and yet... Oh, forgive me, I was deep in thought. In no small part due to your help, I've managed to learn a great deal. But there is still more I wish to know. Might have trouble in accompanying a little longer. If you're willing, please let me know. End of an era, Framer's kit. Ah! You'll continue accompanying me then. Wonderful. Come, let's head to the Drowning Wench to discuss our next move.
I wonder if I've done no nuggies.
Or crumpets! I don't think Bateron actually carries either of those things. Like, could I have some water? Grog then, you got it. No, I wanted water. Grog.
Yeah.
Research process proceeds apace so far. You can learn things not found in literature. But tell me, based on what you've heard from our interviewees rather, what is your opinion of Louis Sois? He's an exceptional leader. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I agree, he possessed great leadership. If not, he couldn't have established the framework to realize his plans, no matter how brilliant they may have been. But What struck me was how grateful the interviewees were to Louis for bringing their nations together in cooperation. Nothing short of necessary for our survival. Yet in knowing this, I can't help but wonder, in his capacity as a tactician, it seems to me to have done more than enough by devising a plan and facilitating its execution. He went far beyond that, risking life and limb on the front lines for a land not his own. Perhaps he needed to be there for the ritual. Perhaps he felt a sense of duty. Even so, as noble as it is to desire to help others, what good is it if you end up sacrificing yourself? What was it that compelled Louis Soir to go to Carton? What went through his mind as the battle unfolded? In order to do his biography justice, I feel I need to know these things. Louis Soir had people near him at the time, perhaps shared words with him in his final moments, words that could provide some insights. In searching for such individuals, assuming they exist. Hey, Batarang, how you doing?
Want grog? I got grog.
Grog!
Sorry, friends, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Just so happens I know a bloke that served among Louis Soir's guards at Cotonou.
Oh?
Oh?
Truly? You know someone who was with him?
Aye, and fair as I'm aware, he wasn't keeping the fact a secret. Just for good measure, though. Why do you want to speak with him?
Pirate speak! Pirate speak! Pirate speak. Talk like a pirate, eh?
Louis Soir's biography, eh? In that case, I reckon the bloke would be willing to cooperate. It was me. Onquin...
It's Welsh, you should totally be able to read that.
Onquin comes the name, and he was a lieutenant of the Maelstrom. After the calamity, he turned to adventuring, so he'd be... Bloody hell. All created to help the common folk. Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
A Maelstrom officer turned adventurer. We'd be most keen to speak with him. From where might he be found?
Over there. I'm not saying anything else. When On dropped in the other day, he said he had business at Morby Dry Docks. If you're lucky, you might still be there.
I'm sorry, you just given up.
Yep. We're in your debt. Just don't make me speak again. That's all I ask.
This chance passes by to the Morby Dry Docks, and hopefully it'll be a better read next time. You can say biography and blind, but nothing else. Yeah, it's the brogue. You know?
Leave. Just leave. Go now. Go now. Go away.
Go away. Get out.
I was happy to help you there now. Good luck in your adventures. Walks away and someone comes up. What can I get for you, sweetheart? Do you want a wine spritz? A wine spritz? Oh, yes, please.
We have raspberry, we have lemon, we have...
Want some knobs with them as well?
Some knobs.
Have a pack of Pringles.
Right, where could Orm be? In hindsight, we should have asked what he looks like. His name would suggest he's a Midlander, but... Well, nothing for it but to make inquiries. Let's split up for the task and meet again here. Great.
I'll take the wheel.
Take the wheel. All right, take the wheel.
I will.
Hello.
Wine, spirits, and a crumpet. Oh, God, yes, Jack.
Why? That's... Ew, no.
Shh. You don't know me.
Sorry, but I've only just started out helping out here. I'm still learning your customers' names. Say if it's the person you're after, but a man did come by earlier who appeared to be an adventurer. He bought a Nimia Lily that we're currently trading. Or trialing, rather, I should say. You've never been around. It's been a while since we've been around here, so you know.
Yep. Ah, sheep!
Sheep! Oh! Ah, sheep! Oh! Oh, real sheep! You take the porter then?
Yep. Orn. As it happens, I speak with him just earlier. He said he wanted to buy flowers, so I directed him to a vendor. Not sure where he is now, though. See, that was easy.
That was
Where the hell was that? Where the hell was that 20 minutes ago?
Lovely brat, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Truly awesome of you to provide that support. Thank you very much for stopping in, and we hope we'll see you again.
Yes.
Lovely brat. Such a lovely brat. I walked in the completely wrong direction. Veteran shipwright. Yeah. I'll take this one, yeah. Looking for an own gun, come you say? Don't know anyone by that name, I'm afraid. I did walk by an unfamiliar fellow just now, though. Over by the market of spinner. He had a flower in his hand, so he caught my eye. I also wanted to kiss his knee. Time to rejoin the Naji, sorry.
Jesus. Worth it. Worth it.
Totally worth it. There you are dancing. Were you able to learn anything? Yeah, he likes flour. So a man who could be Orn bought an Amy and Lily, then went to the market of spinner. Hurry there, we might be able to find them. Let's go. Excuse me.
All the way out there. Okay.
You know what time it is. Bird time! Bird time, bird time! Okay, bird time's over. It's a very weird place for this, isn't it?
Well, it's next to a block that's next to us with one of the...
Oh yeah, this is
sigils
one of
on
the prayer stones. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Thancred? No, sorry. Begging your pardon, sir, but are you Lieutenant Orn Guncum?
I haven't been a lieutenant for years, but that's me. What can I do for you? Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time. Who is this person right here? Ooh.
I realize this is sudden, but you see, expository nonsense.
Alright, Isabel.
Perfect.
So you're writing Louis Shaw's biography, and you want to hear my accounts as someone who is near on hand at Cartano.
Stare.
There must be a reason that you're here too. The warrior of light that led us to victory in Operation Archon. Very well, I'll tell my tale. It's long. Now then, where to begin?
At the beginning.
It's a very good place to start. As you know, the battle was fought over the land where Dalmond was expected to fall. In the beginning, neither side was able to gain the upper hand, but when the Imperials deployed their magic tech armor, our ranks were thrown into disarray. Those charged with protecting Louisoix like me could only watch the carnage from afar. And though our forces managed to hold out thanks to the adventurer contingent, we sustained grievous casualties. But the real tragedy was what followed. As Dalmon hurtled towards us, it began shedding fragments of itself before finally bursting upon to unleash the primal Bahamut. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. As all below looked on in shock, the battle completely forgotten, Bahamut took wing and spewed all over the land. Or spewed fire over the land, just to be sure. Yeah, I am Bahamut. Men and Magitech were set ablaze and also kept with the vomit and set flying like so many insects. I only realized that I had stopped breathing when the commanding voice broke my trance. You've done enough, Louisoix told us. Now fly. Fly and save yourselves, you fool. But like my fellow guards, I wanted to remain. I couldn't charge into battle beside my comrades, but at the very least, I would do my duty here and protect Louis Soir to the last. Shiny. But upon seeing us standing there, not making to move, Louis Soir smiled and spoke thus. If you would give your lives to protect something, then protect my hopes. Every soul who lives to determine their own fate is a source of hope, bright and brilliant. So live, I bid you, and be among those who bear the light for others to follow. Those words awakened us to a greater purpose. If there was hope in my living, then I would live as Louis Soir bid. No matter what, I would survive. And so, together with my fellows, I began making my retreat. Alas, we hadn't gotten far when the explosion erupted and sent us all sprawling. Whee! I struggled to my feet just in time to see an enormous menacing silhouette of Bahamut looming over Louis Soir. And the next instant, he was enveloped in light. Ooh, stomach. And that was the last time I remember him.
You alright?
Yeah, just gassy. Although don't take my word for it, watch the trailer for Realm Reborn. It's out now on YouTube.
Louis Soir's final moment.
I missed that light. He looked to be smiling. What was he thinking in that moment? I couldn't say. But one thing is certain. We, all of us, are alive thanks to him.
Following the calamity, it was reported that Louis Soir defeated Bahamut. Bahamut and set about the plan's miraculous regeneration. Do you believe this is the truth?
Yes.
Every soul who lives to determine their own fate is a source of hope. What we've learned has reaffirmed my belief, Dancing. The belief that Louis Soir was not an all-powerful savior one reads about in tales, but merely an ordinary man. But that man never forsook Eorzea. No, he stood for this realm to the last. He and countless other brave souls saved it from becoming a scorched waste. Against unimaginable adversity he fought, and at the cost of his life paved the way to a brighter future for us all. The least I can do in return is tell his story. Spread his message that where there is life, there is hope. Keep going. Thanks to your account, I believe I found an angle for the biography. I'm truly grateful. What you doing, mutton chop Thancred? Sorry.
And a flower.
Flowy.
Hum.
Slowly bite them, kind of like.
Would you care to offer a prayer as well? A prayer that the light of hope which Louis Soir preserved shall ever burn bright. No.
And screenshot.
Aww.
That was a good recount. Like that was that compartmentalized, the 1.0 stuff really, really well. That was nice.
Exactly, yeah. I like that.
That was lovely.
It's nice.
Nice. Happy to thank you again for recounting your experiences to us.
Nay, 'tis I who owes you thanks for giving me a chance to share Louis Soir's words. All these years I'd avoided speaking of the event of his passing out of respect. But it would not do to take my tale to my grave. Through the biography, it is my hope that his spirit will live in all of us. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I shall resume my pilgrimage to the marks, wherever your travels take you. I shall be praying for your safety. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum.
Nemea lilies, symbol of safe passage. As Louisoix stood there in Cartino, I wonder if he likewise prayed for someone's safety. At any rate, these interviews have yielded everything I'd hoped for and more. Come, let's return to Ul'dah. I'll have your reward for you at Ul'dah and the Hall of Flames.
Crumpets!
Crumpets! Woo! At long
Crumpets!
last!
Crumpets! Crumpets!
Why are you... I have to prepare for a boat trip. I mean, go pray some more. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap this lovely thing up.
Yes.
This has been good. This has been really, really good.
Really nice, yes.
There you are. Ended up troubling you longer than I intended, but it was a truly fruitful series of interviews. How fortunate we could hear from those who had lived that fateful time. While I still have many questions, the biography is beginning to take shape in my mind. I also feel as though I have attained a measure of closure. Louisoix fought simply as one of us, and he made the ultimate sacrifice that hope might endure. This I've come to realize and appreciate thanks to everyone's heartfelt testimonies. Now then, last but not least, I'd like to ask for your thoughts on something. According to Orn, Louisoix smiled in his final moment. As he was enveloped in light, what do you imagine he held in his mind? The image of mankind thriving.
Mankind thriving in the future, yeah.
I see. Appreciate your thoughts. As I pen the biography, I'll be certain to remember your words. Well, sad though it is, it's time for us to part ways. I'll set to work on a draft, and I won't rest until the biography goes to print. Thank you for all your help, my friend. Couldn't have come to this far without you. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for the free goodies.
A frame.
Frame.
I like frames. The man, the myth, the legend.
Love it.
That is nice.
It's a great quest. Yes, it really, really was. That was wonderful. Oh, that was awesome.
I'm gonna try this out as well. Ooh.
Yeah, it's the
Flowers.
flowers.
And apparently we had portrait stuff.
Yeah, the portrait stuff. Yep.
I don't know what this portrait stuff is, but
Let's find out actually. And so we'll go to the
Yeah.
portrait section here real quick. And
yeah, yeah. What was the name
go
of
ahead and
it?
do the edit. It was
End of
an era.
frame. Oh, it's a frame. Oh, that's actually not bad.
It's very glowy. I love that.
I may have to keep that myself.
I really like the background.
Yes.
The background is
I'm
very
gonna-
nice.
I'm gonna change that.
I'm happy with the portrait that I have for my dancer, but I might use that for one of my others. Let's see. But anyway, that was wonderful. That was truly, truly wonderful.
Yes, I enjoy that thoroughly.
I enjoyed that very thoroughly. It was a nice kind of, just sort of wrap things all together and summarize things, and it just that was beautiful. And the messages from Naoki Yoshida and the developers in general, just that was lovely.
Of course, it was. It was nice.
It was very nice. It's very nice.
It was really. No, it was really nice. I like that.
Truly, truly was. That was lovely. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you especially, as usual, to my husband Welsh Fox for joining me for today. That was fun.
I always like doing these. Like I say every single week when it comes to It Was Your Sunday, I love doing these. I love them. I love doing these.
Heck yes. And we hope you'll join us for even more streams through the rest of this week. MJ is coming back from her time at TennoCon over the weekend, and she'll be doing double duty on Monday, August 28th at 2 o'clock Eastern. Unsurprisingly, she'll be playing some Warframe at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then on that same night at 8 p.m. Eastern, she'll be doing her usual Guild Wars 2 stream on Monday instead of Tuesday. On Tuesday, August 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern, she is going to be back again with some Elder Scrolls Online. And then on Wednesday, August 30th, Backseat streaming with myself and MJ. We're coming together for an afternoon edition of Backseat streaming to kind of make up for the fact that I was under the weather for last week. So we're going to be doing that at 2 o'clock Eastern. And then that same night at 8 p.m. Eastern, you are seeing this correctly, And Larry and MJ are foregoing the usual Star Wars: The Old Republic stream for Placid Plastic Duck Simulator.
What?
Yeah, I have seen this game get played. It's super chill and cute, and like it's if you know anything about MJ and Ducky Ducky and her Ducky goodness, like this is right up
Yeah.
her alley.
Mhm.
So
Yep. She's absolutely quackers for it. I'm gonna sit in the corner now.
yes, do that. And thank you very much for everybody for joining in. And as usual, thank you for all of the support you provide to Massively Overpowered, whether you're watching our streams live or on demand, reading what we have to write on the website, or if you're doing incredibly generous things like donating